Hola, I'm off on an adventure, and va a ser un desmadre, and I can't wait. So you're not gonna believe this. As I was getting out of my terminal and getting my luggage, I look around and I see Apollo Creed himself, Carl Weathers, next to me, like standing a few feet away. I was so shocked I didn't get a chance to like greet him and just say hello, but he was on his way, and I was just like, that can't be it, that can't be it. And I was just like, holy shit. Looks like I made it to the exhale. Hola, everybody. I'm at Star Wars Celebration. Ow! And I was fortunate enough to find a flat location nearby, and it is just a gorgeous, gorgeous place. Oh. It's a little messy, I know, because the first day that I arrived here, it was just like anxiety, just being like, is this gonna work? Am I gonna be able to charge my phone? All shenanigans, all the good stuff. But the comfy bed, charger that made it work, my shoes, and the nice hotel, nice bathroom. Look at that! Ooh, look at that! Get Bowie. Now off to the living room. Oh. Wait, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. And then the table, then the kitchen. And shout out to the person running the flat. They got original version of PS3 The Last of Us Joel Edition. Well done. I might start up and play it a little bit. Right now, that's just a basic little tour of where I'm staying at. I'm gonna do more vlogging and stuff. I'll do more stuff talking about what I saw today, what I experienced, but I'm very tired. I'm gonna go eat, so I'll see you in a bit. General admission and standby over there. Everybody who's got the queues over there. Oh boy. Holy sh**. Got into the Lucasfilm showcase panel, but it's Twin Sun stage. Inga su madre. That was a unique experience because they showed us footage that isn't out yet, with the exception of the Ahsoka trailer, which Andor looks and feels as gritty as the first season, and it looks like the conflict that was felt outside of Coruscant in terms of physical form. It appears like that star's gonna start bleeding and moving towards Coruscant. To what capacity, I don't know. The Acolyte, I'm not gonna describe in detail what happened, all of it. All I'm gonna say is that we saw the footage, we saw the first teaser, if you will, I guess. They said how much they were influenced by the Kung Fu and stuff that George Lucas was influenced, but a lot of the Shaw Brothers stuff, a touch of Zen and whatnot. And there's a moment, and where Carrie-Anne Moss, I believe is the actress named Trinity, does some Kung Fu stuff mixed with Force stuff, and it was so, and they shot it. It felt like they were like paying homage to all those Kung Fu movies from the 70s, and it was so metal, and it was her, and I was just like, F yes. And She said that the pitch was Frozen meets Kill Bill. When she said that, I was like, I'm gonna watch the show. Skeleton Crew, Amblin, Goonies vibes all the way, and there's a pirate from Mando season 3 that appeared in the footage, which is a cool connection to that. And they revealed a little bit more of Jude Law, which I'm not gonna say, just leave it for people to find out. So that was fun to see Skeleton Crew footage. Ahsoka. Ahsoka teaser. If you bother checking out the channel before this video and bother checking out the theory video, thank you. That teaser trailer was a religious experience. And I wasn't even in the same room. I was in one of the rooms showing it, but not in the room. It's everything I hoped for, and then some, and then stuff that I'm like, wow, I've heard these rumors, but I didn't think they would actually do it. We saw the man behind the curtains. We saw the back of Thrawn's head. And I again, in the Twin Sun stage, it's not even the main room, I literally jumped out of my chair. I was like, oh, there he is. But they haven't told us who's playing him, and they didn't show us the face. They haven't told us who's playing Ezra, but they're hinting at him, and they showed him in a hologram. And they confirmed Mary Elizabeth Winstead is playing Hera, General Harrison Dula. We saw a shot of her, 2 shots of her piloting the Phantom 2, I think is that the name. My is on fire. My brain is scrambled egg right now. I'm trying to make sense out of my memory and my enthusiasm. And oh my gosh! But yes, Ahsoka. It looks phenomenal. Again, this is right now. I'm just doing it because I'm mobile and I got into the room. But I promise you, I'm gonna do a breakdown video of all of it. I'm eventually, at this point, I have to. We saw the droid from Clone Wars that I think David Tennant voiced, and I think he's voicing him again in this one. We saw some dark side users, some Sith possible, and to me, I think they're using that element out of the treatment I had heard George Lucas had written for the sequels, where there was a female Sith coming back to bring back the dark side and whatnot. So I don't know if they're gonna do that or not. And there's this dread coming from the dark side that something bad is coming, and that's Thrawn. And Ahsoka at one point says the heir to the Empire, and we see also Mon Mothma in the hologram, which I'm assuming she's like tasked of like finding out what's going on. I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy. I got to experience that and see it. That's Ahsoka. That's the whole thing. Mando. They showed us the opening of the next episode. It feels like Nazis on the run, and they're being hunted down, and they're hiding, and they're meeting a secret. That's all I'm gonna say, because I they asked us not to say much and like keep it safe. But I think that the footage I just saw, the opening to next week's episode, I believe was what they were saying, is the best opening to the season of Mandalorian out of all of them. I liked a lot of them, but this was the best opening of the season, and it's hinting a lot of stuff. And there's references and titles being thrown out that I'm like, what does that mean? What is this implication? And we got also a special treat surprise that I can't tell you until maybe later, without giving full details. But I got a hell of experience, and I'm gonna get even more of a hell of an experience. They showed us the Indiana Jones trailer. Saw James, Phoebe, and Mads talk about the movie. We saw the trailer there, and we also got there with the announcement of like there are gonna be 3 new movies. James Mangold directing a 25,000 years before prequel about the first Jedi using the Force for the first time, or using the first lightsaber, I believe. And he said he wanted to go very epic in terms of size and genre. He said he wanted to do something like 10 Commandments for Star Wars. And then it was finally officially confirmed, even though Jeff Snyder had it, that Dave Filoni is directing a movie. And it's the cultivating event that's been leading all these new new shows. And then we're getting the film that's post Rise of Skywalker, and that Daisy Ridley is coming back as Rey, as the Jedi Master, to make the new Jedi Order. It's madness.
I know.
Nope. People are not ready. Holy Rick family, you are. Holy my gosh, I find this beautiful.
That's a movie too.
You see? This is a good morning. Cold, but God, can't deny this view. Look at this. Look at that. God, it's beautiful. Docks over there. Whew. I knew it was too good to be true. There's everybody at. Yeah. I'm at the queue for celebration stage. We're in. We got good seats. With Ahsoka, nonetheless. All right.
Tradition. A little dance with Chopper on the way in. I love it.
Sorry.
Chopper! We lost Chopper! Diana, what have you done? Unbelievable. Shocking. Shocking.
It is buck wild. Look at this. Yes! Look at that. Below knee. Below knee. One more time! One more time! Time! One more time!
One more time! One more time! One more time!
Time! One more time! One more time! One more time!
We have.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
John, who is playing Grand Admiral Thrawn? Can you say?
Well, just meet him. He's here.
Yes! Oh! Oh! Yes! Where's Mickelson? Yes!
Chopper has left the building.
Oh my God!
He's heading towards Manchester. Amazing. This feels like confirmation of your return to this role, but let's just hear from you. What's it like to be back?
It's wonderful.
Yeah!
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you! Thank you, Lord!
Stepping into.
Guys, can we do that again?
Yeah! 3, 2, 1.
Galaxy Stage Line for the Clone Wars 15th anniversary panel.
A Star Wars author, Amy Ratcliffe!
Please give me a big round of applause to Leroy and Dave! So I'm guessing you're here today because you also love a show called Star Wars Clone Wars, yes?
Yeah!
Resounding. You know, we're at 15 years, and what I've decided to think about these anniversaries, don't do the math, number one, and think about we've had 15 years with these characters and these stories, and how special it is that we get to come here to look back and have feelings and remember it all. So, I really hope you'll help me in giving a very warm welcome to some of our panelists, yes?
Yeah!
All right, please welcome to the stage, Dave Filoni. this. Look at us all together. Thank you, friends, for being here. It's very exciting that it has been a little bit.
And you still, Bad Batch is a great show because of you. That's
We have tissues if you need them. That can happen. That can happen. I love that you had a fairy tale going from fairies to Star Wars, like to the galaxy far, far.
Anyway, then we can put them in Star Wars anyway, because you know all about them, so let's do that too. So it's like, it's all...
I'm out here, yeah? Please, welcome to the stage, D. Bradley Baker. Ashley Eckstein. Matt Lancer. And James Arnold Taylor.
Hello there.
Oh, welcome. Hi down there. Hello.
Hey.
How's
Hi, guys.
We're all here, taking up space. I love this for us. Gosh, 15 years. How y'all feeling about that?
Holy cow, look at that.
I remember when we started Clone Wars. I had darkened hair.
Oh my gosh, look!
Look at
Wow!
that. There's
That-
my child. She's now a grown old person as well.
I love that part of this panel is just like scrapbook time, and we're like, oh, look at that. Remember?
Months before Matt was cast, you kept telling me, just so you know, fans are gonna wonder if there's something going on between Ahsoka and Anakin, and there's nothing going on there. And so when Matt came in, it was his first day.
My
of
worry is
recording.
increasing. My worry is increasing. You've done nothing to stop my worry. Continue, let's see where this goes.
So Matt comes in, and I'm like, we say hi, nice to meet you.
I'm not sure if you said hi, nice to meet you.
Oh.
I think you might have just said, Ahsoka and Anakin are nothing, they're very platonic, they're just friends, nothing's gonna happen.
Well, just so you know, there's nothing going on here.
And then I think I said, okay, I'm Matt.
Well, you had to set the record straight just from the beginning.
Yeah, but you know, we all are very much like our characters. I mean, truly, you know, Matt and I are truly like Sky Guy and Snips. And Dee and James, I mean, they were just veterans in the voiceover world. And so, you know, if I go up to Dee and, you know, say, so if you're a captain and I'm a Jedi, then technically I outrank you, right?
Well, in my book, experience outranks everything.
We're all really close because Matt and I learned a lot from Dee and James and everyone else on the cast.
So many people, and these are just some of them. And I so appreciate all of you and your skills and talents. And I take you with me on every project I'm ever on. You're so meaningful to me. And I'm so grateful for your hard work and what you've given to Star Wars and myself. So thank you guys so much.
So we thank you for everything. You're gonna get me all emo now. I'm gonna not get emo, but thank you for everything.
Of course, yeah. I mean, I like these characters, so I've been, you know, with them in my mind. I see them all the time. I'm working on the story all the time, and they're just my favorite. I mean, it's weird in Star Wars to say your favorite characters are ones you've been a part of creating, but they are. And, you know, as I learned from George, I wanted to get into some new challenges and do different things. Once I, had the opportunity to finish the Clone Wars, which thanks to Carrie Beck, I really got to do that. So you all got to thank her. She produced. It was her idea for us to go back and do a final series. That last season of Clone Wars really benefited actually from my experience working with Jon Favreau on Mandalorian season 1, because I finally, like I said in the beginning, was able to put all the math and teachings together that George had taught me. Short stories that were like little fables that I thought, well, this would be cool. This will explain why she's capable of battling off all these clones when other Jedi weren't able to. And that would make sense to me. Because I could understand where people are like, how could she battle all of that off and Plo Koon couldn't? Because of course Plo Koon could have done it. If he wasn't in that fighter, he would have been fine. But I think that's my story and I'm sticking to it.
If Obi-Wan can cut Darth Maul in half and he can survive, Plo Koon can survive Bolger.
I've made that case. I've made that case to him directly and got a no. But anyway, so I started writing these little stories, and I especially liked one after I wrote that one, Practice Makes Perfect. I wrote the story about Ahsoka and her mom, and that was particularly kind of special to me. And so I of course I showed it to you and Carrie Beck, and Carrie says what she always does. She says, "Would you like to make these?" And I'm like, Last time I did it, I ended up having to make a whole animated season. Yes. And then she disappears and she comes back and she finds the money with you, and then we had to make a whole season of Tales of the Jedi.
Yeah!
And apart from them just being fun little, fables that I just wanted to, I was always curious about Dooku, so I wrote what I thought was my version of things and kept it simple. I'll be honest, I really just wanted to hang out with everyone, so I made sure these characters were involved, so we would get to be in a session, because my life is so scheduled now, but it made you all have to show up. And that was awesome. Even though Obi-Wan was only in the one for a short time, I made sure you were in there because I wanted to see how you were doing, and we made an animation, right?
It always goes great though. It's fine.
This is my
very
favorite
twisty.
panel. But I just want to say, seriously, in the beginning, the #1 question the fans would ask me is, how is Ahsoka gonna die? Because she has to die before episode 3. And you always told me that, well, no, you didn't. This is why I'm wondering if you remember. But I would always say, well, does she have to die? And you would always tell me theories of how Ahsoka would die. And I remember, seriously, I kid you not, it's after the first season.
Pretty funny.
It's after the first season, and he's like, hey, come here. So let me tell you, I came up with the storyline of how Ahsoka dies. And he tells me, and I'm like...
At the time it was Darth Vader, because that one was really cool.
Well, not.
I mean, you gotta admit, that would have been gripping television.
Do you remember, actually, that one time...
No, I don't know this one.
It was...
Probably not worth sharing.
It was... Well, I can share it because it didn't happen, but it was...
Is that true?
It was Ventress.
Ventress, that's a good one too.
You had Ventress.
Oh, I do remember that, yes.
You had
Very good, that one, yes.
And I had to deal with this, the emotional turmoil of
It
hearing...
really got you someplace in the scene. It really got you there.
Well, you did. But at some point, the tide turned, and no one asked me how Ahsoka was going to die. They all said, Ahsoka lives, right? Ahsoka lives, right?
Yeah, people started to get worried.
They did, they started
That
to
was
get worried.
interesting.
And then at some point, you stopped sharing theories of how Ahsoka died, and I was like, yes, Dave is going to make her live.
And then he started talking about Satine.
Well, that one didn't work out so well.
That was a surprise that day.
James, it was never going to work out, I hate to tell you.
In my head,
Not like you wanted it to.
I would have shaved my beard.
In my head, Obi-Wan and Satine are living so many happily ever afters in my head, but it's not Star Happily Ever After. It's Star Wars, so I accept it. I don't like it. Yeah, you do that a lot.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah.
I look back at it and I'm like, what was wrong with us?
It doesn't matter. One day you're rolling in flowers on that booth, the next day. Anything can happen.
The first time I decided to do some more.
Yes!
Because what's become apparent to me is like there's a very important thing the Jedi have to do, is they have to pass on what they've learned. And so, though I've gotten progressively busy in other aspects, I do take time to teach all of my younglings and Padawans animation. So I'm using the Tales of the Jedi and I'm telling some stories, and I'm giving some people there an opportunity to step up and direct, step up and write, step up and try to learn the ways of the Force as George taught me, as now I hopefully will teach them. So Lucasfilm animation will be strong for years and years to come, and that's what.
Yes, because we want to keep getting more stories. We want to keep having 15th anniversaries of shows like Lost. So please give it up for our incredible panelists. Thank you all for coming.
James Arnold's Taylor. Holy so cool. Oh my god. Production. Holy look at this. Look at this. I wonder if Filoni's keeping this afterwards. God, man. After waiting 30 minutes, we're now in the store. Alright, let's go look, see what I can find. Wait. This is a part of the mural they use for the art of the badges. There's Leia, R2-3PO, and Luke. Wicked cool. And I'm right now getting a poster of it. There's Finn, Cassian, Obi-Wan, Vader, Yoda, Rey, Grogu, Din Grogu, Greef Karga, Fennec Shan, and I think, oh yeah, Ahsoka and Bo-Katan. Cool. Jedi Survivor, coming soon. Look at this. I didn't think I would go shopping that much, but here we are. I got some nice stuff. I mean, look at that. Look at that. I love the concept art of The Mandalorian. I love concept art in general, but ooh, all those pieces should be in a museum. We got some love for Rebels and the future that may lie away for the characters in that universe, if you will, that part of the galaxy. Got some OG original concepts for like a D&D story, I believe. And I got some other posters that I will reveal later, but right now I'm traveling, so best to keep it that way if it's in that state. That concludes the third day of Star Wars Celebration. These past 3 days have been bananas, to say the least. The fact that somehow I got into the Twin Sun stage for the Lucasfilm showcase on a lark, standby. The fact that I've just been eagerly, enthusiastically waiting for the Ahsoka panel, and that being a unique experience on its own. And then today, just more relaxed, chill day, and yet being able to buy all these prints, bumping into James Arnold Taylor, and just reacquainting myself with members of the Blind Wave crew and other fellow fans / creators. Enthusiasm. It's just mind-bending to me, and yeah, I love that this celebration has been great. I wish financial stuff wasn't in my head, but it is what it is. But yeah, the celebration has been great, and just the area now, more than the first day. The first day was chaotic for me, but now the area in London that I'm staying at and that I'm walking about is very homey, and I would, if I could, I'd live here. But yeah, so much to choose, so much footage. I can't wait to share it. London, and it's raining. And a little cold. It's actually very cold. Yeah. Whew. The last day of celebration, 2023 Europe. It came by so quick, and I had just gotten used to it. I'm like, all right, and now it's ending. Hell of a weekend, hell of a journey, hell of an experience being at the event and meeting people that I respect and admire. And let's finish it. The main floor. Charles Soule. It's Charles Soule. What? I want that more. See, put that in play. I believe this is the Mandalorian March.
So I learned everything on the job, made a lot of mistakes on camera.
For 2 seasons, our next guests have crafted the exciting, thrilling, and heart-pounding moments that have helped further develop the legend of Clone Force 99.
Yeah!
Now we're back and bigger than ever with the 3rd season of The Bad Batch. Please give it up for the creative team behind the show. Brown, Jennifer Corbyn, and Athena Portella. Welcome. It's so good to see you all. Thank you for creating everybody's very sweet daughter. We all love our sweet daughter and little sister very, very much, don't we?
Yeah!
It's been so wonderful to watch the evolution of the show. Can you tell me a little bit about like where the genesis of this whole thing came from and where the idea was for it?
Well, when we started and we were introducing Omega as a clone and having to be with Clone Force 99, it was very much a sibling dynamic and being able to explore this changing time in the galaxy, but also what it means for her having never left Camino, and now not only does she have this new family, but now she's going on missions with them in various parts of the galaxy.
I mean, the concept of the Bad Batch came from Mr. George Lucas, and if it wasn't
Heard of him?
Heard of him. If it wasn't for him and Dave Filoni, we wouldn't be here right now. So
Yes. Yeah, it's been amazing to watch. I mean, obviously, you know, the kind of the story of the clones going through the Clone Wars series and talking about people like Fives and Echo and just seeing they always those characters always really had me heart, you know.
Well, we know he went AWOL, so it's a big galaxy. That's all we can really say.
I think that's all we're gonna get out of him. I think that's all we're gonna get out of him. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
You've been enjoying the show so much. I know the audience has been loving the Bad Batch as well. More from our stage here at Celebration Live in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
And she is the voice of the plucky young clone, Omega. Now they're both back with a brand new season of Star Wars: The Bad Batch. Give a huge Star Wars celebration welcome to Dee Bradley Baker and Michelle Lobe!
Oh, how exciting. The energy and the love is just remarkable. You guys love the Bad Batch so much. This is a whole new depth that I've come to see this time out, and it's so touching and inspiring. And there's the Tauntaun. Oh, that's awesome.
There is also an entire Bad Batch crew back here in the corner. Hey!
Hello.
We love you, Tech!
It's fantastic. Oh my gosh, it's so great to have you all here today. Now, this season had a whole lot of twists and turns, a whole lot. So let's see, what was your favorite part of season 2? We'll start with you, Michelle.
I really enjoyed lots of it, but one thing that comes to mind right now is Tech's flying lesson for Omega when we were on Pabu. I just say easy breezy Tech doesn't get ruffled very easily. It was quite fun to see Tech a little bit out of his comfort zone maybe for the first time in a while, trying to hold it together.
Yes, he had a lot to learn from her and she from him. It was really, really beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah. Also, it's fun playing an enthusiastic Omega, and I think she likes flying.
And she's getting good at it too. She's really good.
What was your favorite part of this season?
My favorite episode was The Outpost. That one really hit me the deepest. Maybe is a new favorite tech clone of mine. But I want to pick a favorite moment. It's a very quiet moment. It's sort of an unfulfilled, lingering moment where Fee says goodbye to Tech. And they're saying goodbye, but they don't know that they're saying goodbye. And the way they try to negotiate the emotional chasm that still connects them, I think is a really beautiful moment where it doesn't finish, but sometimes that's how it plays out in life or in a relationship where you don't fully say what you want or feel, and people are different, and it just plays out that way. And there's something kind of beautifully real about that that final moment together. It's also sad, but there's an understanding between the two that this is who we are, you know.
So I have a follow-up to that one. Doing emotional moments between yourself and yourself.
The answer to that question will be crosshair. This is an interesting trajectory, and I want to see where it goes.
I don't like to direct it because he wrecks my voice. I thought I'd like to blow things up, because I'm about to blow things up!
Yes. Coming up very soon, you will be introducing a new character, not on the Bad Batch, but on a little show called Young Jedi Adventures. Let's talk about nuts!
Buy this. Blind Wave meetup.
So I'm glad we all transitioned. How you guys all doing? Who went to Star Wars Celebration? Who just came here? Appreciate it. Sure. Well, hey, I say if you can, let's try to get on this desk, take a picture.
Yeah!
I'm crying right now, so.
You're all right.
Well, come on, let's not do the Velsa Brady. Please, I don't want to ruin my sign.
It's so like
watching the Netflix Avatar. Yes.
Yeah.
Has everybody seen like casting and stuff?
Yes,
Uncle
the
Iroh?
casting is amazing.
I mean, just for that alone, I'm they could get everything wrong. If they get Iroh right, I'm there. Yeah, absolutely.
Iroh's worth it. Did you see Train Spotting 2?
I have not seen Train Spotting 2.
Because it's like
No, we've seen the first Train Spotting.
That
Aaron's
was
not
the
here,
best.
but
It will never get better than the
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
There's, you know, yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's really hard to watch yourself sometimes. But I rewatched two videos. I rewatched Train Spotting and I rewatched The Room. If you've never seen those reactions and if you've never seen those movies, please do. They're some of my favorite videos we've done. Arrowverse costume. Okay. Again, I'm deaf. I'm sorry. We need to get a couple people that need to leave real soon. Yeah. So if you have to leave soon, we'll get some pictures and stuff, but we'll stick around and talk with everybody too.
Yeah.
Elseworlds.
Oh.
I loved Elseworlds.
Elseworlds.
I like Grant Gustin and the Green Arrow. He's a very handsome man.
Yeah, he's at the mask.
Saving for Japan.
Awesome. Okay. All right.
No. It started hailing at the Blind Wave meetup. Holy sh**.